I feel like it's just one of those things. It was senior night, and we wanted to get that W for those guys in there. We appreciate them and everything they've done over these past 4, 5, 6 years here at Kansas State. And man, it's one of those things where you wanted to go out there and get that win for them, and to come up short like that is one of those things that's gonna haunt me for a long time. You want to get that win for those guys.
Go through that long touchdown run you had.
It was one of those things where we got a pretty good look because we went trips into the field, spread them out a little bit, and then we got the front side sealed off and the back door open, and then after that it was kind of a sprint to split the safeties and then sprint to the end zone.
Any thoughts on getting 1,000 yards?
Humbling, but a lot more work to do, especially with one more game left in the regular season, and of course the bowl game. There's a lot more out there, and humbling and honoring, but the work's not done.
What was the toughest thing about the Baylor defense?
Just the way that they flew to the football. I feel like they have great athletes, and I respect them for the way that they play football. They fly around, they're athletic, they're fast, and that's one of those things where whenever you have a defense like that, it's clicking. It's hard to move the ball on them, and much respect to them for the way they played tonight.
What would you say is the hardest thing about throwing the ball today? Why was it such a challenge?
They brought out some different looks as well. It was one of those things where they ran a lot of two-man, and I mean, it was kind of one of those things where even though they're running that, we got to go execute as an offense, and that's something that we'll talk about and get ready for this quick turnaround going to Texas.
How frustrating is it when you're just unable to really get into a rhythm on offense?
Of course it's frustrating, but it's one of those things where you have to kind of keep calm. Because if you get frustrated throughout the game, especially you learn this being a running back, is that you'll miss opportunities if you're frustrated and you're not even kill and making sure that you're not really flowing with the ebbs and flows of the game. You have to be kind of like at a 50% as an emotional level.
What's the motivation level? Are you the type of guy that could go out there and play again?
Absolutely. I feel like as well as myself and everybody on this team, we're competitors. So it's one of those things where the next opportunity is always one we're looking forward to. So this quick turnaround Friday against Texas is the one we're looking forward to.
How much are you looking forward to going back down to Texas?
Looking forward to it very much. It's the next opportunity to play with these guys in these locker room and have the system behind it for this last regular season game. That's the biggest reason I'm excited to go back down.
How far is Round Rock from there?
15 minutes north, 15, 20 minutes, depending on the traffic.
Yeah, good luck making it in 15
Yeah,
minutes.
good luck. Literally. I say the domain is like that's like a 15-minute drive. I like to say that's when you hit Austin.
There you go. What's it going to be like playing a college game back home?
It's going to be new, but exciting. I get to have a lot of people come up to the game that helped me get to this point that I'm in right now. I can't take any of the credit. I mean, from high school coaches to mentors and teachers and family friends and people like that. It's going to be pretty cool to have them get to see me play back home.
Dude, how much experience do you have playing on a short week? Did you ever have that in high school that you can remember?
Just for playoff games sometimes. You may have played on a Thursday and then played on a Friday, and that's really the only type of thing. So, and it's been a while, but definitely going to be an adjustment. But I know the coaches and the support staff is going to have us ready, bodies ready and minds ready to go on Friday.
Offense lose any confidence, or is it just kind of back to the drawing board?
Oh, no confidence lost at all. It's one of those things where we're going to go back and watch the film, see what we didn't do well, what we did do well, and then come back in here tomorrow and have a walkthrough and get ready for Texas and build off what we did today.
What were emotions like when you lost Skyler out there today?
It's always emotional when you lose a guy out on the football field, just because that's our quarterback and that's our guy, and to see him go down is always tough. But especially in that point in the game, we threw in Jaron. We said, let's go. It was one of those things where, Scott T goes down and you kind of can't be shell-shocked even though you feel for him. And he's our leader. And so to see him go down is always going to be pretty gut-wrenching.